Hi there everybody. Today on Mad Tech UK we're going to do a showcase of an app called Auto Memo Recorder. It's available on the Apple App Store now, and I'll put a link down below where you can find it. It is a voice memo recording app specifically designed with Apple CarPlay in mind. That's a bit of a first. Apple CarPlay doesn't natively support voice recording apps, and it's something that there's been quite a gap for many years. You know what it's like. You're driving around, you want to record a voice memo, thoughts, business ideas, even just a shopping list. It's not been too easy to do. This adds that facility. So when you download it, you get an app for your iPhone or iPad or indeed your Mac desktop. And you can record in the app as you would most voice recording apps. You get a few key features within the app, such as the ability to configure the interface. Do you want it in light or dark mode? Do you want to configure the audio quality settings? You can also do transcriptions from the app, share the files and share the transcriptions. So all of those sort of facilities are in the app. But crucially, when you connect to your car, you get a dedicated CarPlay interface, and from there you can record your voice memo using the car. So you can use your microphone that you'd normally use for hands-free calling, and that will record your voice memos. Cloud syncing is built in, so they'll get saved as well, and then you can play back from the CarPlay interface. It's designed with safety in mind, so you can trigger recordings either by pressing buttons on the screen or by saying start recording or stop recording. It's rather clever in that it does some background listening when you're doing a recording to check if there's a period of silence as well. So if you go quiet for a configurable number of seconds, it will prompt you, do you wish to continue recording? And you can say yes or no. There's also another little useful feature, which is an append option. So from within the phone, if you're recording just on your phone, or from the car, you can hit a small plus symbol and that will append to your current file, which is a useful way to stop making lots of separate files. It's also a useful way to just manage your files, to add to an existing idea, for example. From the phone, you have some options to categorize and name your files so that you can sort and order them a bit more easily. And one additional feature that it has, so if having CarPlay wasn't enough already, it also supports your Apple Watch. So you get a dedicated application for your watch. You can record on the go, which is very much the ethos behind the app. Start a recording here, walk around, make your notes. Maybe you get back to your car after your walk. Your file is then ready for you because it's been synced to the cloud, and you could continue reviewing or appending to that file from your car, that voice memo, that idea, whatever it is that you're doing. So it's been really built with the idea of taking notes on the go. It's also worth mentioning the app is a one-off purchase. It avoids subscription fatigue, so there's no ongoing subscription. One purchase, and then any future updates are yours to keep as well. So let's cut across to the car to see it in action. So here I am in the car. I've got Apple CarPlay loaded. Let's go into here. We'll go to the main home screen, and imagine I've just set off, or I'm driving down the road, and I simply want to get the app running. So I can say, hey Siri, open Auto Memo Recorder. And the app opens, and then I can say, start recording. And here we have a new recording on screen. You might not be able to see it from that angle. It's recording me right now. So everything I'm saying right here, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3, is all being recorded. And then I can simply say, stop recording. And it finishes. If I want to review that recording, I can simply click on it and press play. And here we have a new recording on screen. You might not be able to see it from that angle. And there we go. It's recording me right now. So everything I'm saying right here. You get a dedicated interface on screen playing back, similar to an audio file, with some cover art at the top, skip, seek, all of these sort of buttons. And crucially, when you're in playback mode, you can quickly press a microphone icon to start another recording, or indeed you can use your voice to activate another recording. It's all built into the system. You can even append to that existing recording. So the screen I have open at the moment has a little plus symbol on it, and if I click the plus symbol, it will add my additional recording onto this existing memo, which is great if you started thinking of something you want to add to it, or you recorded it earlier and you just don't want lots of separate files. It's designed to just be a quick append feature to go onto that file. I can use it when I'm driving around. So if I buckle up and we head out, I'll go back to the main screen. I can use voice recording when I'm using it. I can use my voice to trigger a new recording. Equally, there are buttons on screen if some people prefer that. The button layout is configurable as well. So within the app settings on your phone, you can choose to have the buttons orientated to the left or to the right, which will be suitable for both left-hand drive and right-hand drive vehicles. But indeed, because CarPlay screens can vary a lot themselves, different vehicles have got different screen layouts, you may find moving the buttons round to your advantage. So all of that is built into the app controls. Part of what it also features as well is silence detection. So once you start a recording, if you don't say anything for a configurable number of seconds, it will prompt you if you wish to continue recording, and you can simply say yes or no. So where I'm driving now, I'm going to say start recording. Brilliant, a new recording has triggered. I'm driving along, there's obviously a little bit of background noise, I'll discuss that in a second, but it's currently recording me, my thoughts, my ideas as we go along. If I now say stop recording, we've got another recording there, about 20 seconds, and the app goes back to the main playlist. Now I'm driving a Volvo C40, so this is making use of the native hardware in the car. So that is the microphone that's located just above me up here, and it's all connected to the interface. So as I say, this is the first app that does this natively. It's not built into CarPlay itself. This app, great little tool if that's what you need it to do. So for this third test, I'm going to manually trigger the recording. I'm going to press the button on here, then I'm going to go silent, and the system should monitor that silence and ask if I wish to continue the recording.
Do you want to continue recording? Say yes or no.
No. So that was configured for 10 seconds. I'll head off again now. That was configured for 10 seconds. The system's configurable, so you can set that anywhere up to 120 seconds of silence detection. Because different vehicles have got different levels of background noise, different levels of fan noise, there is a threshold setting in there where you choose the decibel level to fine tune it to your vehicle. So there's a fine art to that, because obviously different levels of background noise can occur on different cars. You can optionally switch that feature off if you find it too aggressive or not aggressive enough, all within the app's configuration settings. But the idea is that it remains completely safe and hands-free to trigger your recordings, stop your recordings, and make sure that it switches off if it's not needed. So all that is taken care of for you within the app. There are other configuration settings in the app as well, such as the audio quality of recording. You can choose the rate, the quality of the recording within the app, and a few other settings like whether you want the system color configurations, light mode, dark mode, that kind of thing is all within the app. But the key feature is the fact that you can do your recordings on the go. They're synchronized to the cloud for you, and you can get access to them offline afterwards. You can share the files to other users or to your computer, and they're obviously in the cloud as well, so that's really useful. It just feels like a feature that had been missing from CarPlay for many years, and now it's there. So let's see this in action. Here, if I just go back to the main menu, you can actually see here's the start recording button over here. That will flip to the other side depending on what you've set in the configuration settings. You can go into the help menu, and as I mentioned just now, you can see a little guide as to how to use the facilities within the app. You can go to view your recordings list, and you can edit the names from within the app. You can't do that from here, but playback is as simple as tapping. You can choose whether you want to play the file, or as I've mentioned, append to the file. Very useful feature to bolt on some extra thoughts to an existing memo. If I hit play, and I'll turn the volume down because we don't need to hear that back, but here you've got your standard sort of CarPlay playback that's going on here with the details. You've got your seek controls, your skip controls to go through voice memos, and crucially here, a custom plus and microphone button. The plus being your append, so you can add straight to this voice memo, and the microphone will trigger a brand new voice memo. So if I hit the microphone, we've gone straight to a brand new recording, nice and simple, clean interface that says stop recording, or tap to say stop recording to finish. So I will tap it, and that's added a new memo at the top there, sorted by date, order, and that will all be available within the cloud as well, back on my phone to use later. So I can go back to the main menu here, and if I want, I can obviously exit the app and carry on about my day. So I hope that overview helps. You've seen some of the features, seen how it works. I'm finding it really useful. I'm using it pretty much every day, whether that's an idea, a thought, something I need to do when I get home, or even if I've spotted something whilst I'm driving around that I want to remember, and it saves me having to try and keep remembering it until I get home and can note it down. There is transcription in there. At the moment, that's only in English, but there's going to be some updates coming out to support multi-language for that. And because there's no subscription, it's a one-off purchase. As soon as those updates come out, everybody gets those as part of the purchase. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Obviously, if there's any comments, put them in below, or any thoughts on the app, great to hear them. Have a great day.